that because that's gonna take the least amount of time, so go ahead and
I'm gonna go to work.
yeah, you're obviously gonna go to this day's work.
Here's my medicine skill check for today's
Good
session
thing
of
my
work.
security score is absurdly high.
Yeah. Marcus, I doctor.
Yep, you doctor quite well.
Marcus, I take a dancing class.
Oh yeah, guys, I actually finally did get paid for my previous set of work. I got an extra 5G on me.
Beautiful. So Marcus, while I dump their data onto my hard drive, I want to dump some data onto theirs.
Well,
Specifically... Yes? Go ahead.
I was gonna ask, which network are you like hacking? Are you trying to just shoot in the dark and try to like get into their network, or are you gonna like try and find like a shipping schedule or anything like that?
Well, first I need access to their network.
Hey,
Yeah.
That's
Holler,
what I'm trying to get right now.
since they've been counter-hacking you a number of times, just just upload a virus onto them. In
Carter,
fact,
shoot.
I'm uploading something different. Something much better.
Good, because I was gonna suggest that if they counter-hack you, upload a virus that just replaces all of their images with Nicolas Cage's face. Like what I did in my fucking library at school.
Wait, what'd you do?
I went into the library and I got on one of the main computers, and I downloaded a program that changes every image and video thumbnail with a photograph of Nicolas Cage's face. And I spread it to all the other computers in the school.
Why?
Because it was funny.
See, that's
Did you get caught?
Yeah. I wasn't allowed to use computers ever again. They took away my high school laptop privileges. They sat me in a room and told me was it worth it, and I said yeah. Now you too can know what a national treasure he is.
Of course. Nick Cage is like one of my favorite actors ever. Anyways, as you're hacking into the net, you start going and trying to scour through the net for like a site that the Chaos uses. But for the most part, as you're hacking through the net, it doesn't seem like this faction might not even have like an official site to hack. All you can seem to find is like fan sites.
Well, no, Marcus, but we know where their hideout is.
Yeah,
which means we know where the surrounding cell towers are.
Okay. Yeah.
So now, I have limited IT knowledge, but that should give me a shot at finding out their IP address, shouldn't it?
No.
Technically, yes. But that would take an absurd amount of time. Well, the only IP address you know is for the bar that Lenin went to last session. Oh, no, it was 2 sessions ago.
Where he met the Chaos guy?
Yeah, where he met Sudan.
I mean, that's start.
It is a start.
We need to get Stalin in here.
As you go into their, when you go into their website, it seems like mostly a legitimate bar. Doesn't seem have any, like, criminal records or anything like that.
Unfortunate.
We don't talk about Stalin in front of Blennon. He gets antsy.
Why?
Listen,
I thought they
my
were
favorite
best
boy,
friends.
Trotsky. Fuck Stalin.
For the most part, you just find a lot of, like I said, fan sites supporting from the Dark, the Chaos faction, being like, yay, bring down the government, reveal the government's plans and so such on.
Shame.
Shame. Shame. Shame. Shame.
Tacos.
I will keep trying, and in the meantime, Lennon can get us some jobs.
Yep. I'm gonna say that that's gonna be like a few hours when you do that, so Lenin can do his thing while you're trying to hack some information.
Wait, what thing do you want me to do?
He wants you
Find
to...
us jobs.
Find us people who will pay us to take out chaos.
I mean, I would go to certain people, but I get the feeling that after all you've done, all I'm going to get is get arrested or killed.
I mean, the black merchants and the Yakuza are already working with us.
Yeah, but I don't think going to them and being like, hey, you want to give us some more money for this?
Marcus, remind me.
pay you. They agreed to your personal luxury. It was
Who may or may not
5,000 to get the shipment. What's his face off the country, and 2,000 to kill him, and extra 5,000 when you come back with a successful done job, and they promised that a chopper thing. Yeah, it was Rocky Romero. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, because I'm so sure the boss is going to give up a military helicopter filled with explosives.
Not the explosives, but probably the helicopters.
Yeah, they promised.
Maybe.
In trade for
You know,
the
I'm
helicopter.
pretty sure the New World Order would love to pay for them, but I don't feel like calling. And the police will pay for any information we find.
I mean, the only thing that you didn't really do was collect the bounties on the Roppongi Vice, but since you don't really have any proof that it was you that did it, it might be a bad idea to go into the police station and say, hey, we blew up their HQ.
Yeah, we're the guys that we're those domestic terrorists that did all this, but we did it to stop Roppongi Vice, so give us money.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you do have the Beretta's, like, cybernetic eyes, but if you want to keep those, you might not want to give those away.
Yeah.
Knowing the police, they would just confiscate it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, somebody had to make the cybernetic eyes. Those are quite a unique piece. You think we could track the manufacturer?
Maybe.
You can try.
I mean, that's your expertise, not mine.
Yeah, there aren't too many people that will probably have a job that isn't for Roppongi Vice that we already haven't talked about. And as for Chaos, aside from the actual government officials, I don't think anyone else will give a shit.
No, not really.
Alright then. Oh, by the way, in the meantime, I'm going to hack the security cameras where the drop-off for the ship is going to happen.
Okay.
And just set up some basic surveillance programs.
Yeah. That's much better already. Since you already do know the locations of the drop, since that was pretty much the reward. Oh wait, that one. Oh no, yeah, the Yakuza might. Yeah, the Yakuza gave it to you. After, yeah. So yeah, you managed to get a quite a nice footage loop. Well, what is the plan then?
We need more debt pack.
No.
We always need more dead packs.
No.
You can never have enough explosives.
Hey Marcus, where's the nuclear missile launch site?
I mean, in theory, we could try to get our hands on mini Fatmans.
No.
We could.
No. Sit down, shut up.
Hugs London.
Sit down, shut up, and keep an eye out for anyone that looks suspicious. And do not point out all of the members of our group.
I have to say! Okay. You, and you.
Well, since you...
I happen to be at work because I'm a normal member of society.
Well, is there anything
I ain't
that
suspicious. I ain't from...
Haruno might want to do in the meanwhile?
I'm not sure. I would say I'll go looking for work myself as higher muscle, but I don't think that's a good idea. Because I don't want to leave Linen or anyone else unprotected. The boss can handle everyone but Linen. I'm not worried about.
I love you too.
Head past Linen.
You break my neck.
Dum, 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 da, 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 da. Dearly bereaved, we have come together to mourn.
He died from a broken neck.
And a broken heart. Haruno never responded to his feelings.
I mean, if I did, he might have died from snoo snoo.
He died as he lived, headbanging.
But yeah, I ain't got nothing I can think of off my head that isn't go find another fighting pit. But we laid siege to the last one.
So,
I'm not even gonna find another one.
okay, Lenny not doing anything either.
I'm gonna go try and become a lawyer. I get the feeling starting my own practice might be practical at this point in time.
You know what? That's the thing. I'm gonna become a personal trainer. Who needs help with a boxing?
Lennon, could you go buy us a car?
No.
Well, fuck you too.
So I'm pretty much gathering that you're just wasting like a few hours doing your own thing. In that case.
Go buy us a car, you lazy slob.
You can buy your own car, you terrorist.
I go offer my
you lazy slob. Go buy a car.
I go offer my services to anyone who needs a personal trainer, and or looking for a bodybuilding competition.
Let me see. Just out of curiosity. You know what?
I'm concerned with Marcus last.
You go up to the street and you're going to through the town for a little bit until you see a arm wrestling competition on the side. There's like a small little table and you see like this muscly man with like a manager who's like hyping up this guy and he's like, come on, challenge my champion. The prize money is 200 credits.
Fuck it, sure. If anything is drinking money, let's go see.
So
I walk up and I sit down.
In front of you see this quite a bulky man who's about 6'7" and he's quite prudish. And he hands off his strength, and the manager goes, "Oh, we have a challenger here."
Oh God! I showed them that I showed them the crests I got and set up the arm race.
Griffey is like, I'm gonna say like
I'm
10
surprised you didn't just
credits.
go do the.
Blew that up.
Well, actually,
No,
you
no,
didn't.
no. The
but-
cops raided.
Yeah, the cops raided
Oh.
it, so it might be still cornered off, like taped up, so that might be a
Oh.
bad idea.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm gonna do this in challenge rating, so give me the first strength test. You win as the arm wrestling starts, you quickly to start to dominate as this guy's having a lot of problems with you. Roll me the second one.
Okay.
It's pretty much best out of 3. As you just slam his arm to the table.
It's still attacked, meaning I didn't go overboard.
As the man is like, "Oh, this lady cheated, boss." As the manager is, "That's right, I saw you cheat. You used leverage on your side. We demand a rematch."
Okay.
Are you actually trying to insinuate that using leverage in a game all about using leverage is cheating?
He's trying to horse-waggle him.
Horse waggle. Gives him a toothy smile. Sure. Let's go again.
Listen, if you accuse her of cheating, she will rip your arms out of you.
The man pulls out his arm and she's putting some power into it. As
I shall fate point that shit.
don't worry, you have a second round. Well, it's best out of 3, so let's go.
Let's go.
As he's having you at first, but then you push him back into the middle. Alright, last one. Ah, yes! He might have won.
He 4 to my
Yeah,
3.
then.
Yeah, he won. He beat me barely.
As the manager is, "See, my man is the champion of this town. Nobody can beat him."
And you know, no one can beat him. You know, so long as they don't count the time he just got his ass whooped.
Mm-hmm.
Now then,
Oh,
thank you for
God.
challenging the champion.
I shake the man's hand.
As then, like, you quickly see them start packing up, and you see, like, the big man, like, shake. His arm is still shaking from after the first round.
You know, if I was a dick and if I had slighted him, like, yoink, my money back now. Goodbye.
Well, it was only a 10 credits to participate. So that happens, and Lenin is looking for some legal. So I guess he could go to the government offices and apply.
Yo, Mr. Government, I need a law firm. What are your qualifications? Listen, I'm gonna tell tell you right now why I should, by the law, have your.
I'm pretty sure it's
right
an
now.
extensive test and a fee in real life or
Listen.
something like that.
Listen, all you need to know is enough facts to be able to bullshit your way through any court.
Fair
But then
enough.
if you want, I can.
License?
Yes, you do.
I mean, for whatever fucking, I mean, you might be able to get the license, very, very easily. I mean, what we found out is that apparently in Marcus's world, there's a difference between bail bondsman and bounty hunter, despite the fact that there isn't.
No, not really. Well...
No, in fact, if you Google bounty hunter, the only bounty hunter still,
There is a huge difference.
The only bounty hunter position that anyone can hold in the United States is a bail bondsman.
Yeah, well, yeah, bounty hunters are not really a thing in... over there, at least.
Well, they are. They're a bail bondsman.
I mean, when you have a dedicated arm of the police that is sole job is hunting.
The only reason I like Dog the Bounty Hunter isn't running around with a gun is because he's not illegally allowed to own a gun because he's a convict. He killed a guy.
Did he?
Yeah, he shot a guy in a drug deal.
Oh.
He was buying drugs.
Oh.
He shot someone and was convicted of murder.
So I'm just gonna say that you have like this massive, extensive college.
He's also a massive racist. So that's another thing for another.
Okay.
So,
you keep talking while I pop some pills.
For the rest of the day, Lenin is stuck in the government building doing some paperwork, pretty much. Yeah, you.
So relaxing.
And after that paperwork, they're back to you. Oh, we gotta run like a full-on background check on you. We'll be back in about 6 weeks because that's what happens when you apply for a government job.
It's okay. I got something. I have the countermeasure to that. I slide over a yellow envelope. It's like, we don't need the background check.
So that's.
Or, the law degree.
Yeah.
Who needs a law degree?
Just quickly throw up one with some crayon.
It's okay. I got $1,000 in cash in an envelope. That's my background check.
Do you want her to come in there and start smacking people around?
That does not help.
Yes, it does. Biceps help
me
everyone.
That doesn't help me in the least.
Biceps help everyone.
Getting arrested does not help me with a lot.
I'm pretty sure that this random worker at this station is making more than the 1,000 credits that you might be bribing him with.
Don't make me laugh.
Randomly, Lyndon will get a text from Haruno, and it was all it is a link to a website for a gym membership.
No.
Anyways, that's pretty much how the day goes. Anything else that you really might need to do during the day? Because, well, nothing really important.
Nope.
Okay. So you all go back to your house, and at this point, where Rick has set up his security surveillance system.
No, I go back to my own house. I don't want to go anywhere where there could be explosives or government raid at any point in time.
That's Molly.
What are you talking about? I'm a law-abiding citizen. I work a 9 to 5 every day.
It says the man who sold some drug like 3 days ago.
I sold it once. Shut up, you. I mean, it was more or less a steal. I mean, they got a deal.
Alright.
You just start up a drug farm. What's the worst that can happen?
While you think about that, I'm gonna go buy a car. And then it's forbidden from driving or riding shotgun.
Okay. Can I ride shotgun?
Yes.
Okay. I'll go with you then.
Question, are you going to the used cars dealership, the black
Yes.
merchant car dealership, or the legit one?
Oh wait, the black merchants have a car dealership? Yes, please.
But
No registration for me.
Yeah.
Do you even have a license?
No. I can't
Do you
even
even
drive.
know how to drive?
Arno
No.
has a driver's license.
Good job, you're a driver now.
Oh no! I don't remember why I bought Operate Surface. I'm confused. Why did I buy it?
You might have had it when you did it, created your character.
Yeah. I bought it under the thought of I'm strong enough to pick up a motorcycle. I'm probably just gonna go steal one and just drive around with it now.
Did you buy it
That-
just to steal my motorcycle?
No, I bought it to steal someone else's motorcycle.
He took it to steal yours.
I mean, I hope not. It's down on that that could quite fatally compress certain extra parts in that motorcycle.
It becomes
mean-
a lowrider.
You would have to take the combustion engine rather more literally.
I mean... Eh. Oh god. Let's go to the black merchant dealership.
Yep.
Just know that if you ask me in character, I have no idea what you're talking about. I have not made any modifications to your.
If you touch my bike, I'll kill you.
So, yep. You...
There are definitely not two melter bombs strapped to it.
If I will kill you.
I've definitely not replaced several.
He'll spend thousands of dollars hiring competent hitmen to send after you.
No, I'll just tell the government where you live.
Oh.
I've definitely not replaced your exhaust pipe with a pipe bomb.
I'm going to have to kill you.
Also, I recommend not, puncturing those wires.
Something
Get away from the
suddenly
bike.
and very abruptly, Lennon reveals himself to be a 3rd edition cleric and casts power word.
Those tires are not be filled with air anymore.
So, yep.
Stop fucking with my
You
bike.
quickly go to the local black merchant shop, which... And as you ask the cars, he directs you to the... like this underground parking garage, where you see quite a few options there.
Alright, I need something that can be driven by an Oni. Something that is big enough to seat 3 more plus, let's say, 4 hostages.
You need a van.
Yes. I
We
definitely
need a lot of body space.
The only
Yeah,
option
bodies.
you see is a Hummer with the American flag on the back of it.
Well,
For
there is
maximum douchebag.
definitely a Hummer, but there is also a few van options.
Also, the Hummer has no doors to make it extra scary.
No, I definitely need a van because I want to be able to transport bodies without people noticing.
Let's see.
Also,
We just gotta put him in.
Bombs
We just
and-
gotta put him in between us, in the back seat.
Van option number 1, I guess. Van
And I'm pick
option
number 1.
number 2.
God, those look like shit.
You know
I
what?
know, right?
You know what? One skill I've actually regretted putting points into.
Is that a tank?
No, that's an APC that you see on the side.
Hard
No
no
offense,
hugs.
but I don't think an APC is very inconspicuous.
Aww.
I have a feeling the
It's
police will
like-
notice when we drive around a military vehicle.
It's like one of those SWAT APCs that has been modified a little. Like, in that example, there's a couple of guns, but in the actual, like, here, there's no guns, because that would be completely illegal.
It's like owning a tank in America. You can own it, and you can drive around the street, just you can't have guns on it.
I am fairly sure that the police.
Well, I
will
mean, I gotta
notice
keep the cannon for when I declare war on my neighbors.
Yeah, it might be a little questionable if you go into a place with an APC and something happens. Somebody might start starting asking questions.
Let's go with option 1 here.
The nice
I
little
assume
black.
that does actually groove unlike the picture.
Wait, you don't want
Yeah.
the barf green van?
No. It'll be green then. We paint flowers on the side. Call it the misery machine.
I assume that's made so you can actually post tokens inside of it. Yeah, seems like legit.
I punched the pretty
Marcus,
boy.
You remember our discussion about Vampire the Masquerade? Well, I mean, the complaint we had about it? That's only Vampire the Requiem.
Yeah, I was talking about Sam, and he had no complaints about, honestly, vampire system.
Yeah, no, there is no good guys gonna be said about Vampire the Requiem.
It's just.
But that's just because it's a setting about the end times. The actual normal one, almost everyone follows the path of humanity, and I is a good guy.
Honestly, I wouldn't mind if we tried like vampire one of these days.
That's
Blah, blah.
Bleh.
Back to the subject.
Yes.
How much for the van?
Oh, let's see. What's like a regular van cost? Yes, I'm actually starting to Google what's a van usually
10
costs.
to 20.
At that point, we need to seriously talk about what we're being paid as mercenaries.
True cost of owning a van. I mean, there is also one of those apartment, what are they called? RVs.
Mobile homes.
Yeah, if you want one of those.
No thanks.
So, the lowest price what I can find is like 20,000.
Alright, Marcus, so we have to talk about this. So far, we're being paid in amounts that are relative to the prices of the stuff in the book.
Yeah.
Those in no way relate to prices in the real world.
I mean, just look
No.
at the price of the APC, whatever, and that's the auto carriage, and that's probably what they.
What would be
I
a
don't think
fair
auto carriages have a price.
They do.
Tell you what, do you have commerce?
I
do.
I do, and I'm the best at it.
Alright,
you?
I'll let you roll that, and I'm gonna quickly come up with a decent price. It's
You tell me if I'm the best.
I'll have you know, I have a 55 in it. I'm not bad.
well, I'm
I have
gonna
a
say that
20 in
you
it.
had a plus 10 to that, so that's
4 to this
yeah, 43. So it's I believe 10 and 10 5 each. So it was 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So you have a 30% discount, and no, it's not from the 20,000. I'm not gonna make you pay 20,000 for this. You wouldn't.
Here, I'll do the math. So what was the initial price before reduction?
You know, if I remember correctly, Marcus gave us last time the price of a $65 million helicopter as 100,000 credit.
I was just throwing the numbers around because I have no idea how much a helicopter costs.
Alright, so anyways, how much does it cost? And I'll remove the 30%.
What do you think about... It is quite a sizable van. And I'm gonna say that it's bulletproof. And it has like bulletproof windows. I assume that you might want something like that. And maybe even those tires that can't be popped out.
Okay, average, like, for like a 2018 Express cargo van, it's about 27,000.
So, no, we're not gonna go.
Well, that's real world price.
So, how would a 10,000 sound? That seems like a fair price.
Yeah. How many millions will we sell the helicopter?
Oh, a lot.
Oh, good.
I might have to get down from the billions to, well, something more.
Okay. It's, so Holly, you need about 7,000 by it.
Yes, thank you. I'm quite capable of taking 10,000 minus 30%.
Alright, I actually forgot that you have a really good relationship with the black merchant, so you would have had a plus 30 to that check, wouldn't you have?
Yeah, you just gave him a plus 10.
So, plus 40, that
so it would have been 6,000 instead.
Yeah, there you go.
Alright, it is bought. I also require some more military hardware.
Oh, of course. Just take a look around. There's plenty of stuff here for you to buy.
Mr. Wick, I know you are a fan of the Belgian series.
Oh, to be honest,
might I suggest the newly made Austrian Glock?
Austrian Glock.
So I require a solo bolt gun and melter bombs.
Melter bomb.
Many melter bombs.
Good choice, Mr. Barrack.
Do they have cyberware here or bionics?
I want you to take a look at the picture.
Something bold.
I want you to take a look at this picture, and I want you to take a look over here on the right. In terms of that color.
I was legit. Yes. My thing was zoomed in. All I saw was the knockoff game station and the little robot. I did not bother to zoom out. My bad.
Mr. Barrack, for dessert, might I offer something bold, classy? This melter gun.
The melter bombs were 100 drones. We found out with Chris.
The bolt gun would be 500 drones with a rating of very rare.
Remember that now that you have rolled that commerce, you have a discount for all of these. For this one-time shopping spree, so...
Shopping spree!
Alright, so do they have all the stuff?
Depending on how much you want, like the bolt gun, they would have. Melter bombs, I would say they only have 3 currently, because they are kind of rare. And you guys have...
I need to look through my list, because I have a shit ton of items that I've been looting, and I keep forgetting I have these things. For example, why do I have a cameline cloak? I'm legit trying to remember, and why the hell did I have 100 weeks worth of rations?
Does your mark, and therefore a great big fat boy?
I've been... Okay, I need to go through my character sheet later and do house cleansing. What the fuck don't I have? What is at my apartment, what is at base, and what is on me? Ow. Let's see, what the hell else do we... We never really stealth, do we?
We don't stealth and sneak up this way. We ambush.
We ambush and then just blow everything to Kingdom Come.
Correct.
There we go. You have a new character in your
It's like
party.
It's like what would almost certainly happen in a cyberpunk game. Cyberpunk being not a bad system, just a terrible art style in the book, enough to turn you right the fuck away.
I've always wanted to play Cyberpunk.
It's actually not a bad system. The problem is that once you read that fucking book, you will be disgusted because it's just ugly.
Yeah.
Is it?
One of the Cyberpunk books, the person tried to pass off these action figures that he took photos of as art pieces. There's one where, like, it's legitimately just a naked Barbie doll.
Anything else
It's
that
really funny.
anybody else wants to buy because now you have a nice discount?
Do they sell plane tickets?
Well, yes, they also sell fake passports if you want those.
I do.
Lennon, where do you think you're going? Hugs Lennon, drags him back.
Oh, you're preparing my duffel bag.
Just in case you have to take another vacation.
From this
particular
ambition.
group.
On the right, you see 3 vacation destination: Hawaii, Hong Kong, and what's a really interesting country? I don't know.
We don't say the Republic of Congo. The last name we want is to show up at a hotel and some asshole hold my fucking towel hostage to answer some question.
Yeah, just keep a seat open for me for the one going to Hawaii. Thanks.
He goes there during a hurricane.
Goes.
And a vacation
Yeah.
to Iceland.
Yeah, guys. Worst case scenario, I'll meet you guys up in Las Vegas.
Marcus, what the fuck is in Iceland besides an exceedingly low age of consent?
Please tell me it's not lower than
It's
Japan.
14.
Geysers?
Hmm?
Geysers?
Hey Marcus, you know where I can go see geysers? America, a much better country.
Seals?
Hey, you wanna know where I can go see seals? America, a much better country. Just don't factor in the government.
Seal the
It's a much better
singer?
country. Hey, you wanna know where I can go see Seal the singer? America, a much better country. Except when you don't think about the government.
Ice.
Hey, you wanna know where I can go see Ice?
Ah!
Anywhere. But Iceland.
They have a penis museum.
Yes,
Hey,
they do.
You wanna know where I can go see a penis museum? America. It's called any museum that hosts modern art.
They
No,
have
no. It's called
It's either
any
a
swim
blank
club
wall or
bathroom.
dicks stacked on top of dicks giving blowjobs to ghosts.
Anyways, so you quickly
Avant-garde.
finish up your shopping and leave with your man back to your hideout with all kinds of cool gear. Well, your hideout is now in the warehouse, so at least now the warehouse is coming into the use, so you can actually put some of your useless stuff into the boxes.
Liar. Drives the
Get
van.
around. Now that we have made the essential purchases, it is time to distribute what's left of the reward from the last mission.
Okay.
Now I'm sure we could have had more left if a certain person had gone to buy the car, looking at Lennon.
I could have also bought the car.
Literally anyone could buy the car, but you
But,
yourself and give the
I was kind of at the work.
So here you go, each of you gets 500 creds.
Okay.
I dare you to measure again.
$500 credits. So, what is our plan for today? How
We
are
need
we
to find
going?
out where the chaos are hiding. That will allow us to find out when the drop-off will happen, which will allow us to implement certain other plans.
Well, you're a bunch of terrorists, so why don't you go to the place you know, find the bartender, grab him, and then torture him for information.
Lovely. Haruno, please take Lennon to...
No.
Grabs Lennon,
No.
holds him bridal style,
No.
carry him away.
No. Refuse.
Oh, he refused. Can't do it, sir. Sorry.
Yes. So, I'm not a combat character, so how about you send the combat people to the den of terrorists, and I will go ride my bike around, looking like a badass.
Oh, Lennon, I took your bike for a ride. I broke the back wheel.
Lennon, it's
kill
not
you.
a chaos hideout, it's a fucking bar. I need you to find out where those people are.
It's a bar where chaos is definitely at, which is enough for me to not want to go there.
It is a bar where you once met a person from chaos.
I give Lennon the tap on the shoulder. Hey, I'll go with you.
The
If
bartender
shit hits the fan, I'll stand in front of
literally
you.
a terrorist.
Hey, listen. Hey, listen. If shit hits the fan, I'll stand in front of you.
No.
Don't worry, Lennon. We will protect you.
No. There's no
Yeah.
reason for me to go. You're going there to kidnap and torture someone.
We're going there just to ask
That's a
questions.
fair point.
Tortures comes possibly later.
Why would I go?
Because we need you. You're a good
No,
talker.
you don't.
Yes, we do.
You're gonna
Come, my
go
Soviet
and
friend.
You're gonna go.
GM, the face is refusing to do his job. He's pulling a Wes. He's pulling a Wes.
Torture isn't my job.
Actually, torture is my job because I'm dealing with the interrogation ranks.
Yeah, go. You go over and do it. This is kidnap and torture. This is not the face.
Show me where they're at, and I'll rape them.
I can do interrogation fairly. I can do interrogation fairly well, but that's about it.
We don't need you to interrogate. We just need you to talk. Worst case
No, you
scenario,
don't. You
I'll-
simply said you're going over there to catch.
You know what? I have a power that lets me read people's minds. I'll use that to my advantage.
You know what? Yes, you go do that. That sounds
Worst-
useful.
I'll
Worst
go
case
use
scenario-
my fucking mind reading power to read their minds.
Worst case scenario, Lennon, I'll throw you through the window and you'll be safe.
No. This is why I don't go with you guys.
Come on, Azumi, let's go get in the shaggin' wagon.
Okay.
Hey, you two crazy kids have fun. I'm gonna go check on my apartment.
I feel in an apartment with 20 different
I
cats.
look over at Azumi. Now, I gotta tell you something. I don't know how to drive.
Don't worry, I do.
Okay, good. You mind if I tie off?
Go for it.
My character injects himself with stem. Apparently,
boss, you said the
apparently my
dirty-
character has picked up a very nasty heroin addiction.
Boss, you've sent the druggie and you've sent the goddamn meathead off to go kill some terrorists. Good job.
No, I
Hey,
said
listen,
the
if-
face, but the face is being a bitch.
Hey, listen, if shit
Yeah.
hits the fan, we're going to a place that has alcohol. All I have to do is just set off one well-placed fireball and that whole place goes up.
You wonder why I don't want to go. There's a
Shot at
damn
Wes.
good chance of it blowing up.
Listen, the Human Torch knows no binds.
Don't worry, the 2 fire maniacs will be safe at a bar.
I'll fucking let them know. I'll tell them when they start getting antsy. Hey, listen, motherfuckers, I hold all the cards here. I have the mind reading powers.
Ugh.
Anyway, have fun, you two.
So, you guys head in the van. It's Meguro.
We get in the murder van.
And eventually you get to the round table. Not round table, that's the wrong hideout.
The round table.
Yeah, that's what it's
Once
called.
inside, we look over and we see that sitting at the round table is King Arthur and his knights.
So, you go to the bar. It's a small bar in Meguro, which again is in the busy streets. And you park your van some distance away, probably. And you go up to the desk where the bartender comes up to you and asks you, how can I help you? That I, pal.
Oh, Varric, out of curiosity, what specifically did you want asked?
Damn it, he
I'm
ran
asking
off.
you, Holler.
He left.
He ran off.
Okay. What specifically did he want asked?
He-
If anyone recalls.
He wanted pretty much information about Takea's faction because here's where you found one of their like sub-leaders, the underboss. By the man
Wait, what was his name?
Shudan,
What's his fuck?
like that.
No, what was his name?
Should
You cut. Okay.
Oh,
You know, I walk up to the bartender, and I look around, and I pull out a credit stick with 300 credits, and I hand it to him.
oh, Bally!
Okay. Like, hey, give me a solid. What can you tell me about Shadan?
Oh, he's a fine employee at this little lounge here. He comes here almost every day. Oh, at shift hours and keeps to himself. Deals some of dealings. Sometimes.
Tell me about him.
He's not much to know. He has an apartment near here and he has a lot of friends that he likes to talk to. So, honestly, he doesn't talk too much to us.
Where is his apartment? Out of curiosity.
Oh,
Open the meeting.
I'm not quite sure, but it is a walking distance here. We have quite often seen him walk over here in the here.
How long has he been working here?
Oh, about 6 months. As he looks over to the another like bartender and he kinda nods his head.
No. These, yeah, you mentioned he's got some friends he talks to.
Oh yeah, every day.
Even here.
Every day people come here. Even now he's talking to some friends in the VR lobby.
Where is the VR lobby?
I'll just go down over there to the right. You see the VR signs over there.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
Oh, no
Cheers.
problem.
I get up when I start walking to the VR area. I don't go in, because that's...
I follow.
By VR, do you mean DIP?
No, VR. You go into this massive lounge.
Oh, it's a legit fucking virtual reality room.
Yeah, it's like this massive lounge room with upon beds of like people just lying down, and they have like those lids over covering them, and you see them inside of them with those VR headsets.
Alrighty then. Is there kind of like some sort of indication as to what they're saying in the VR room? Does it say somewhere on like a wall or like a panel?
There seems to be like a couple of screens that show like random people, and on the VR pods there's a small little screen that you can't really see that well.
So, what is VR like in your universe? Like, is it like...
It's kinda if you ever seen Sword Art Online.
Yeah, okay, so are they are they out?
Yeah, they...
Like, cause Sword Art Online, like, you're out.
Knocks you out.
Yeah, they're completely just out of it.
Okay, so...
Is there anyone watching them, or are they just all kind of sitting in it?
They're like lying on these beds. You do see like a couple of cards there, because obviously. They're just like bars personnel looking over that everything is fine.
There are a few different ways we can actually approach this.
You do see like vital signs on the page if you're like curious that how they keep track of how they're fine.
We could take the entire pod with us and go back to the safe house.
Well, I mean,
that's a bad idea.
We gotta walk right in there.
Yeah.
Either way, like whatever we're gonna do, we gotta go in there. There's 2 guards in there. They're gonna stop us. Probably gonna wake them up. So what do we do? I got one idea. I got this thing I can do. I can kind of mess with people's heads, make them do stuff. I could probably use it to finagle my way into that room.
Oh, it's accessible to all people. There, we are lounge. You can go in and...
I know it's accessible to all people, but there's guards in there.
Yeah. It's like this massive lounge with like one entrance, well, 2 entrances, one like the main double door entrance, and on the back you see like an emergency fire exit.
Okay.
Oh, and there's like one entrance.
How many guards are in there?
You count to like 4 people who are looking over the like beds.
Okay. I'm gonna try and create kind of like a... So what I'm gonna do, Marcus... Okay, what? What are you gonna do?
Are we gonna kidnap him?
I'm gonna create a distraction.
I'm about to say, do you want me to go around, pull the van closer to the back fire exit, so that we can just go through that door with him for a quick getaway?
You can certainly do that. Okay, so let me explain my plan.
Go on.
I'm going to use the spell Dominate. to knock someone out. Like basically, I'm gonna use the phrase catatonic to just make them fall over and sleep. And the idea behind it is that it's just gonna look really, really abrupt. And I'm gonna step in and I'm gonna walk over, and there's gonna be a guard lying on the ground, and I'm going to pretend that I am the doctor that I am, and say, "Oh my God, that man just had a heart attack." And run over and pull out a field kit. And while they're distracted, because they're all going to be distracted, get prepared to get him the fuck out of the building.
Okay. Should we take the pod, or should I try to rip him off the pod?
Is it like a concealed pod, Marcus?
No, it's on, like, you can actually, like, see it. It's like, you can even touch it.
Okay, so he's got, like, the VR thing on him.
Yeah, they're lying down on this, like, bed, and it's like I said, it has, like, this lid that's covering them. Just imagine Sword Art Online, pretty much.
Okay.
Well,
So
except
the
they
bed
didn't have a
VR
pod
thing,
in that. But you
Okay.
get the idea.
I get the idea now.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
trying to quickly find if I had the map just in case.
Just in case things go sideways.
Alrighty.
Yeah. That sounds good. Do you still want me to go out? We can. I left something in the car. Bring the van around.
Yeah.
So we go to the back.
Yeah, give me kind of like a signal, like we got like little radios. You can flat out just tell me.
Okay. I go pull the van, close it to where as close as I can to the back exit without anyone getting line of sight on the fucking van.
Yep. Nobody would question it too much. I mean, aside that you might be breaking a couple of parking laws.
Is it wait, what's the van? What's the color of the van?
It's black.
If you're pulling a van towards the back, so you're either breaking a parking you're either breaking a parking law, or if it's running, to the average citizen, it might be like they just got a delivery.
Exactly.
I can't find the image map that I had in mind, which was like of these like sleeping chambers in like 40k. I think, yeah. So I'm just gonna draw quickly one map. So we have like this massive building over here. Let's leave some room over there. You came from about here-ish. Like these are the massive double doors over here. You see the fire exit over somewhere here.
It's like an actual map image.
There is an image that I had in mind. I don't remember what it's called. But I'm just gonna use this drawing that I'm gonna quickly.
Was it something like that?
Like what? No.
I
Well, that looks like a fucking.
That wouldn't.
That wouldn't look like a VR room. That looks like a fucking. They're on cryogenic storage.
Yeah, I was gonna say more like Tranquility Lane, more like.
Well, you
Alright.
you have something to use now for later, I guess.
Yeah, they're definitely. Those are the cards, I'm just gonna say. And,
Alright. Marcus,
I'm gonna.
give one of the guards an opposed willpower check. Flat willpower.
There we go.
I've got almost 3 degrees of success.
Is oh right, yeah. You don't make any penalties when you get a degree.
Nah. Yeah, so he's got
Let's see. Well, what's like a really quick monster that I can find? Threat rating 7. Yeah, that's perfect.
Monday 1000. Well, yeah. Alright, so yeah, the word I use is seizure.
Yeah.
So,
is it like an
essentially
instant
what
spell
happened,
or?
it is an instant spell. Like the duration is a round, like a full round, which effectively is like 12 seconds. So the man falls over and has a seizure.
Yep.
Or at least imitates the effects of a seizure. That would definitely disturb everyone conscious in the room.
Yeah. Definitely.
And, you know, I look like I'm walking by, and I look in there, you know, as like their friend is like fucking flipping out, and I'm like, oh good god, that guy is having a seizure, get him on his side, get him on his side.
I mean,
and I run in there.
There is one few of those cold people who don't really give a shit, but even then they're looking at what the fuck is going on.
Here's the thing. Even if they didn't give a shit about him personally, a seizure is a very violent act.
Yeah, they're paying attention. I've seen what...
On 2 separate occasions at my school, I was the only one who knew what to do during a seizure.
It's my favorite thing, if something happens in a car accident on the road, everybody stops and looks what the fuck is going on in that accident. Blocking the whole way.
And here's the thing, they would have to, because if he has a gun, one of the involuntary actions he could end up doing is pulling the trigger, if he has it in his hand.
There we go, I put a few NPC tokens on the image as they're looking over, and you go out there and rush over and is Jenny gonna be alright, sir? Are you a doctor?
Yes, I'm a doctor. He's having a seizure. You know, I look over at the guy and I'm like, you had a cell phone?
I assume that you did wait until Haruna got back inside of the warehouse.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
It's like, alright, listen, what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to call a paramedic down for the metadone.
Alright, and he dials the emergency number and starts babble on about the situation on hand as people are worried and...
Yeah, and I'm like, I pull out my field kit, and by this time, this person would have ceased having a seizure, and he'd just be lying on the ground really fucking confused.
Well, I would say that he's out of it because he just dominated his mind.
Yeah. He'd be like in and out, and I'm like, I'm looking over, you know, I guess that one dude's friend. Since that one actually had concern. I'm like, does your friend have any history of epilepsy?
No, that's... And he's
any allergies and any medications?
Well, he takes ibuprofen.
I was like, alright, well that's a low-grade painkiller.
He had
I look over and I'm like snapping at this more or less out of it dude. Alright, Haruno, this is the biggest fucking opening I could possibly give you.
Yeah. Looking for the guy. Wait, what? I thought looking for where the pod he's in.
Yep. I would say that you have about 15 minutes to find his spot.
I believe in you.
Yeah, it's like looking basically for his name.
Well, these are pretty much...
Are you back yet?
I am back, yes.
Oh, we did a thing!
Yes, I know this. I have a seizure.
So yeah, what do you want me to roll to find his pod?
I'd imagine awareness.
Awareness is a good one. Let's see, what skills do you actually have? None. And let's see.
I'm buying some time, and I told them to call an ambulance, so there's going to be an ambulance that's going to come down.
Yeah.
If you look like if you shoot me a panic look at any point,
I will take a shot in the dark with the awareness test. What is the modifiers?
I guess just base, because this is not exactly hard. Or, well...
not exactly easy.
Yeah, you have to go through every part separately.
For fuck's sake.
Let's re-roll this. Let's see if I can. Humna humna hum. No.
Chris, as you're like... Johnny is like at the party, you see Haruno going part to part, like trying to look in every single one of them just being completely lost.
Okay, I'm gonna look up briefly, and I'm gonna see if I can spot it with an awareness.
Sure.
Why? Goddamn, I'm a
Okay, perfect.
I just
Now,
don't have awareness trait.
thankfully, Marcus, I have the telepathic ability to speak to people. Now, here's the thing. When I use it, I can cast it on a person, and then I can tell them something. Now, they get an opposed check, unless, of course, they know that it's a friendly action. If they know it's a friendly action, they can involuntarily fail the check.
Fair enough. And I'm gonna say, how did you spot this? You saw the screen over there that I described earlier, and you see like his avatar being in the VR. And with that help, you can actually like tell which part he's in.
Yeah, so hang on, I'll give you telepathy.
Telepathy.
100. See, 45.
Yeah, we'll see if you pass the
I got it.
Yeah, there we go. I don't know. All of a sudden, Johnny's voice.
Yeah, I flat. Yeah, you just hear me speak in your mind. It's to the left. God damn it! Look at the fucking screen.
Yeah. Goes over, checks it.
With Johnny's help, you quickly find it. I'm gonna say it's this one here.
Okay. Now then, if I take him out of the VR thing, is that gonna fry his brain? You said it's like SAO, so I don't know what it's like.
Well, that might fuck his brain up. It wouldn't kill him, but he might have some problems.
This you know, I should have given him a, you know. Well, actually, I don't know how he would have gotten the thing out without potentially damaging his head.
Yeah,
I'd imagine he was gonna wake up.
I mean, you can leave
my mind the idea of giving him a trank.
You can leave the headset on. It does have like a battery life.
I mean, I just need to get him to the van. Then I can take out the helmet. Then punch him in the face and knock him out again.
Or option P would be taking the whole device with you, and well.
Well, I mean, you have to pick the whole fucking thing up.
How heavy would you say it weighs?
It's about of like a bed, just like a normal bed that you can find in your
normal bed with an. Is he a orc or a troll?
We're running into a problem. You see, we can't exactly get him out of the thing, the pod, without causing potential brain damage.
Does the back door seem like him?
Who
fit the bed through?
Who and what
Shooting the contact that the party met. That Lennon just spoke as the representative of chaos. We can't get him out of his pod without potentially causing brain damage from an abrupt removal. He's in a VR pod equivalent to something in SAO.
Yeah. Question mark is, does the back door, does it seem like it'll fit the pod through?
From here it looks like it might.
Fuck it. We're gonna get caught one way or...
I'm not gonna ask you logic because I know that you don't have it.
I ain't gonna pass a test. I ain't gonna pass a train and I have target 20. I physically won't pass it. I legit...
It's like kind of like periodically as I'm like looking up and like examining this guy and then looking over at you.
And then you just see me pick up the pod and just run through the door with it.
Are you doing that, or I was actually about to telepathically say something to you. I was gonna say, if in the event that you're running into trouble, too much trouble for you to be able to do this in the next 10 minutes, pull the fire alarm. If all else, if the fire alarm is pulled, everyone will have to vacate, including me and this guy. And everyone's VR should be disabled, because if it's not, and they're just left stuck in a VR machine while the fire alarm is pulled, that sounds like a fucking lawsuit waiting to happen.
So, I would ask you to roll strength, but I'm pretty sure that your carrying capacity goes over 100 kilos.
I can bench press, let me double check in, roughly 1,300 odd.
So, I'm gonna say that you're gonna have a little bit of trouble, but you can carry it, because it is kind of bulky, so you can't, like, get a good grip of it.
It's not that it's heavy, it's just that it's oddly shaped. Yeah, my max lift capacity is 1,350 kg.
So, you can quickly grab up the bed and just rip it off the jam. As the wires
no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm going with the smart idea of pull the alarm. I'll knock his ass out if I have to later.
Oh, you're not gonna grab his bed and carry it off? You're gonna go and pull the alarm?
No, I'm gonna pull the fire. Hopefully this goes well. This could backfire, but it's better than me possibly trying to force a bed through a slightly small door and destroying a building on my way out.
Again? You pull the fire alarm. You hear everybody start kind of... Wait, what? Fire! Where? Oh god, everybody exit in a safely manner. You too, Doctor. We'll bring him with us.
Yeah, I'm like, kind of like motioning you over, like, I need some assistance getting him up. We need to get him outside.
And you see more like people, like the pods start opening as like they're on hold in case of emergency. So a couple of more NPCs start walking off as they're like, oh god damn it, we still have a few hours left in our time, blah blah blah. We'll complain to the manager.
And I'm like, as I'm like trying to help get this guard up, I'm looking at them. I'm like, "There's a fire, you fools!
There's a fire!" His paw opens,
and
he doesn't really get a word up before clock hill.
Fist.
I would say that you have complete surprise for this, and nobody would realistically stay after that kind of a punch.
Like, legitimately, it's like in MMA when someone's on top of someone and they're not even throwing fists. They throw those like hammer hand, like fucking just brings his hand up like a fucking mallet and just bops them on the fucking nose.
I mean, if you really want to give me like effect, I guess you could roll me strength. with a
What's he gonna
surprise.
do? Climb on top of one pod and hit him with a 5-star frog
Here,
splash?
let me roll damage. I'll roll damage.
Is he the
we'll see how
fucking
that
baboon?
goes.
Well, I was gonna make her German suplex to him.
No, he's the baboon from fucking Spoonie's story. He fucking hits the goddamn dude with a 5-star frog splash.
Yeah, don't worry about the damage. I'm just gonna say that he's out because he was just unconscious in pretty much 3 hours, and when he wakes up, the next thing that he knows, a fist freaking flies at his head, and
Just gonna start carrying him out through the back door, cause why not use the fire exit? Where it's closest, yada yada. Throws him into the van.
People are going through the main exit, which is kind of surprising for you that they're not using the fire exit. But
to be fair, it doesn't look like there's a fire at the front door, which is probably why.
yeah.
Also, funny enough, fire exit, the thing you're supposed to use, you usually don't see too many people using it in
No,
movies.
you always exit like through the main door.
And also, you always see them going down an elevator.
They go. There's a fire right by our window. Go for the door instead. We're on the first floor though. Why not break the window?
There's a fire, like we're in a 6-story building. There's a fire on the 6th floor.
Well,
Quickly, we gotta go through the front door after we go down the elevator.
and what's another thing is that's always funny? The fire doors are usually locked, which is the case here too.
That's not going to remain locked for long.
Get down. Hit it with a fucking hit it with a WWE Kane big boot.
Want to roll strength or damage?
Whatever. I'm pretty sure unless you roll 100, you can't miss a door.
He uses shooting as a fucking battering ram. Knock him out again.
I'm just gonna assume that 17 was against the freaking door, which in case it would just fly off the hinges. Its AP, I believe, of a door is like 4 or 6, with like an HP of 10.
He would not have been able to survive murder.
I murder the door and I take Shadan to the van, toss him in there, call up my good old friend Johnny Colorado and say, I've stolen the bed, I'll meet you at home, huzzah.
Well,
unless you want me to give you a ride.
No, it's fine.
Well, Chen
I'm like helping the dude get out of the building. By this point, the paramedics would have arrived, and they'd be like, "What's going on?" And I'm like, "This man had a seizure."
Yeah, the paramedics and the fire brigade would have been already kind of aware of this, and
yeah.
So
I'm like, this man had a seizure. I tried to get some information out of him what I can when he became conscious, but he's quite unresponsive. So far, I've got no medical history of epilepsy and no allergies to any type of medications. Currently on ibuprofen.
Yeah, I don't think they even take your information in situations like this, so they would just thank you and let you on your way after like a couple of questions. Did you see the fire or anything like that?
Yeah.
As I'm driving up,
And then I start walking my way back to the warehouse.
I send a
Content
text
with the
to
knowledge that, while I may have no fellowship, I can still make it work.
sends a text to Vera asking him to check that building for any security camera and to wipe anything that had my face on. Also, we may have a VR headset for him to use if he wants to have it. I don't know what he'll do with it.
So
We'll definitely would take that thing with us.
yeah.
Hello, kitty.
Yeah, very good. Give me that security so you can wipe out that security cam footage of you guys, pretty much.
Or at least
Well, I mean, I hadn't done anything bad, you know?
I mean, yeah, all we did were rescue. We saved someone. He wasn't being co-opted, so I decked him in the face.
Because like, only one of us actually has something that could appear on a security cam that would be a little,
Questionable.
yeah. Me, on the other hand, I'm a hero.
I'm a hero too. I saved someone from the fire.
After you maladed his face and...
Well, he wouldn't get out the bed fast enough, so I punched him. He still didn't wake up.
So you know, just get him in the warehouse, set him up on a chair, and get the spark plugs out.
I got a bucket of water. We got some spark plugs, and I made sure that the chair has a hole.
Ugh.
Just in case. Hello, kitty. Why are you biting my
got you a
toe?
surprise.
Eric, I got you what you always want.
An orc with horns.
Well, I did fix it that he's a troll.
A
troll.
beefcake.
Named Beefhammer.
Don't worry, I tenderized him already. Good to go.
Dead or very dead.
So, and
Is that a man or a
after,
woman?
and after a long time, Johnny gets to the warehouse too after a long walk. Well, probably using the metro.
Go if I walk. Can't leave no paper trail.
It's a good day for a walk. Just committed a
I'm walking
felony.
on so Chadwell.
Twirling his cane walks.
Why didn't you take the van?
We did take the van.
I needed to come out through the front and talk to the paramedics. He went out through a different exit. So he took off while I was chatting up with the paramedics and basically explaining to them what had happened.
It would have been a bit if you left the van there.
No, I took the van. By the way, can you wipe? I sent you a text earlier. I don't know if you got about wiping the security footage. Questionable footage. It's only questionable.
Yes, only questionable. I got right on that.
Hugs.
I got to use 2 different psychic powers.
I got to use
Reroll.
no psychic power.
Oh, come on!
Are
Someone
you
explain to
telling
me how the lowest I've rolled this session is in 78.
Are you telling me that the master of hacking has failed?
Master of hacking has failed. Oh no!
Goddamn percent chance.
You legit. You have 7%. You have only a 7% chance to fail.
Well,
That's
don't
a chance in a
worry.
roll.
You can only do that statistically out of 98 more times. 5 more times statistically.
It's a
Although
good
the
thing that
last-
footage is only questionable, right?
Well, I mean, the only person that actually was doing anything questionable was our Azumi. And have we actually honestly ever cared about her ambiguity?
I don't really go out much.
Quickly, Lenny, come up with a light. That's the orc fire training.
Beat up another troll.
Ah, no,
And ram his head through a fucking door.
She instantly fell in love with him and knocked him out to drag him into her cave.
It's just orc. It just orc / troll meat. Don't worry.
Gross.
Don't worry, it's not an abduction. It's just rape.
That's worse.
Now, what are you
You
talking
don't
about?
say.
It's free real estate.
So, yeah, you drag him over to the new torture chair that I gave you guys.
It's not a torture chair. It's just a chair with shackles, handcuffs,
okay.
and
Let me rename them.
Hey,
questionable item.
There we go, that's a better name for the chair.
Yeah! The fun chair fun.
The butt shark.
So, how do you proceed with this?
Well, we eat them.
Okay, give me...
Roll me eat.
Roll me a
Mark.
survive.
Herr Markus, don't you know how this ends?
Oh my god, the voice.
We attach Spark Plus his testicles and put his feet in a bucket of water. Or no.
That's just a warm-up.
Oh.
So now today I brought with us some very special toys. This is an injection of slout. And this is an injection of adrenaline.
Aye.
So we are going to use them for deadly efficiency. Also, this is one pissed off honey badger. I hate to be blunt about this, but one of these is going in your ass.
Please tell me not good.
That would genuinely be horrifying.
We're not shoving a pissed off honey badger in someone's ass.
That is I would have to be some kind of monster.
We are monsters.
Well, I mean, I proved that during the the Skyrim game when we were trying to get information out of someone, and I was pouring alchemist acid on their alchemist fire on their hands, and eventually they caved and told us the information. They said, "Now you're gonna let me go, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'll let you go." And then I splashed them in the face with alchemist acid.
And you guys say I'm a bad person.
Well, it's funny because Wes then brought up this really weird off-topic thing about acid attacks in England on the rise, and I responded, "Well, at least now their fucked up teeth have something to match." That's what made me a bad person.
Oh, okay.
So, eventually the man wakes up confused, as just a second ago he was in a virtual gaming group.
An hour ago, he was playing Call of Duty 36. Modern gay fuck stupid.
And somehow the game is still horrible.
I'm sad now. You made me sad, Kiss.
Drew, where have you gotten up to?
Lenin doesn't really want to partake in terrorism.
You want to take part of communism, though.
It's moments like these I'm really glad I did not play Swiss Scar.
I know, right?
Why?
Lenin is
He wouldn't have stood for this either, is the problem.
Lenin is like, can we be the good guys again?
We were never the good guys.
Here's the thing, Johnny I made intentionally morally peculiar because I just know the habits of this party.
I mean, we decided we were going to be dickbags at the very start.
Pretty much, yes.
Yeah, that was a mutually agreed point that we were going to be dickbag. We just drew a line at children.
I thought we were going to Okay, let me go get rid of
We
those.
drew a line of children and big fat stupid dog.
But can I have a big wreck dog?
No, you're gonna get a big fat English bulldog and you're gonna like it. I love
Good
those
enough.
dogs. They just look stupid. Their short, stubby legs. They drool everywhere.
Varric, can I have a bulldog?
No.
Aww.
You know what happened to the rabbits?
They were just too
Tell me about the
squishy.
rabbits again, Varric.
As the man awakens, he recognizes Lenin and goes, oh no. That's a very interesting situation as he looks over to his chains. Unless you guys have gagged him, then he says,
Up to Varric if we gagged them or not.
Nah, I want him to talk.
Okay.
We want him to scream.
oh, you guys are in trouble now.
I figured we would have been in trouble when we killed all your guys in our apartment. That one time.
Mr. Shuden, how nice of you to join us. No, I'm sure you're a very busy man.
Okay.
I'm going to make this short for you. We had a deal, and you broke it. We're not happy about it. Anything to say for yourself?
He's kinda just stares at you, honestly.
Good. You're going to be making reparations. Now, what exactly you'll be paying us, we'll see. You'll either be paying with information or your organs.
How about to pay you in bullets?
Johnny, if you would.
Come over behind like one of the wooden boxes, and I come back over with the industrial power saw. So what do you think? One finger for every 1,000 he cost us?
Yeah, that seems fair.
I'll start rubbing the thing out. Sorry, I haven't done much polishing. It's a little rusty. Might take a bit getting through a few of them. That's okay. You're good for it.
He just seemed a little worried, but he's like, "I'll do your worst."
I have a feeling you'll break long before we get to that point.
Well, Marcus, we'll play a little game. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Funny
Catch
thing
a
is,
tiger by the toe. If he hollers, let him go.
funny thing is, you notice on his left hand he's missing a pinky finger, and on his right hand he's missing his middle finger.
Ooh, that's gonna be a problem. You might not have enough fingers to pay us. You'll just have to make do with toes.
Which is what I start with. So I bring the little, I bring the saw down on his toes.
Yep, you start cutting his toes one by one as he's screaming in pain. He is a troll, but that only means that they have slightly tougher skin. It's not so.
Well, that's 5 toes,
It only
Mr.
makes it
Shudan.
more painful for him.
Nah, that's 5 toes, Mr. Shudan.
It's not.
But I don't think we're quite done yet.
It's not like self-regeneration like in D&D.
Now, I've read in the study of metahumans that trolls are quite fond of their horns.
Is it horns or teeth? No, orcs
They
are
have
more
horns.
about...
No, orcs is teeth.
Yeah, orcs are about teeth.
As I read, I've heard that trolls are quite fond of their horns. So I'm gonna cut yours off.
It's just like bleeding.
Gonna make an aphrodisiac out of it or something.
That would quite literally be a dick move.
I know.
It's like... you guys are so fucking boned.
Nah, we're fine. I get to working on that horn.
As it's like already kind of losing it. Clearly. Losing grasp.
You know, it's actually adorable. We destroyed the entire Roppongi virus in a single night, and he still thinks he's got anything on us.
Yeah, Marcus, I take the horn off.
Yeah, he's just screaming in pain and he's closing and closing on, well, death pretty much.
Alrighty then, time to give a good old Medicaid check.
Also known as...
Make sure his faculties are still in check.
At this point he would be in like critical wounds.
Yeah, I know. Don't worry, my boy. I happen to be really good at being a doctor. To his, not to his benefit.
Yep. Yeah.
Now, because he's in criticals, I heal him at a slower pace. I heal him effectively 2 critical, well, because I'm a master surgeon, I heal 2 critical, points of damage.
Yeah.
And we've created a total 6 injuries.
Well, since this is pretty much a non-combat situation, I'm just gonna like hand wave that under you managed to keep him alive for now. Since we don't actually have like
he's getting a very significant degree of exhausted.
Yeah, I would imagine that he's quite fatigued at this point. As is,
yeah,
like,
I give him a dose of stim.
As it's, as it just all of a sudden starts laughing out of nowhere.
I walk over and I kind of like I grab a blade. Now it is said in either Japanese or Chinese culture, I don't remember. They used to kill their enemies by inflicting 100 cuts to the body. Well, I ain't gonna do that. I'm actually just gonna use this to get your teeth out.
You're actually quite close to him as you're with like the knife. I'm gonna give you an awareness test to see something.
Okay. Let me find it. There it is. Well, 20's lagging like a bitch. Gonna fate point that shit. I failed.
Do you have any kind of bonuses like auspices or anything like that?
Actually, I do have an aspects.
I'm gonna say that that also can hear audio. As you're going through like his body and you're going next to him with the knife. All of a sudden, like, your aspect starts to pick up like a small little audio cue. As he's still laughing.
Looks like somebody's wearing a wire. Is there any obvious way as to where it's at? I mean, the aspects would know where it's at, actually.
Yeah, you quickly look at the like location of it. And you see a tracker in his ear. Like this small little microchip tracker.
I hand that to Varric. You know what? I think you need an ear exam.
You know, I think I can use this. Marcus, can I track where this is sending to?
You could, but before you do that, the man is like, they know your location now. They're coming.
Mr. Shodan, please. Don't you understand what this is? This is the location equivalent of a burner phone. Honestly, even if they find us, we don't care. We'll have long abandoned this place by then.
We had other places to be.
No. Johnny, if you would kill him, please.
You know, out of all the creative ways I could do this, let's get back to my roots. I'm gonna use spontaneous combustion.
As he burns
Yeah.
into cinders.
Well, let's patch up as much stuff as we can. No sense abandoning the essentials.
So, now you know that they knew his location.
Yeah, they know the location of the warehouse.
Yep.
I'm going to put one of the... I'm sure there's some way that someone with Barrett's expertise could connect the USB sticks with the remote access program. You know, the ones I used to basically hack every system we ever came across.
Yeah, I would imagine that in Shadowrun universe there's a way to hack anything unless it's on a local hard drive.
Yeah, so I'm going to connect that and then we leave. And as we leave, I want to reverse trace the signal.
Yeah, I would imagine that you can set some kind of a feedback loop.
Oh no, I don't want them to not know where this is going. I mean, we're leaving that in...
Yeah, but you wanted to know their location, so I would imagine that you can set some kind of a message back where the origin is.
Yeah, that.
Yeah. So I guess, should I even bother asking a tech use or a security? I know that you're gonna make it. Well, unless you rolled a 95 or a 96 again.
Nope.
Not this time.
You quickly send a feedback loop, and you quickly find this location. I would imagine it's a small ping location that you get on your tablet. You pull up Google Maps or whatever. Well, there's two of them, one at your warehouse and one coming from the place of origin.
Okay.
And I would imagine a couple of smaller ones, because there's more agents going about. Since you can technically... No, you would only get that if you hack into the mainframe. So never mind with that.
Yeah, I'm going to note down the location. We leave, and I turn on the cameras in the way.
Yep.
I will enjoy watching this.
Okay, you guys pick up your van, put Joseph in it, because he's still in your warehouse. He's like, what's going on, guys? And then you explain him that, we need to leave, now.
I leave a tray of cookies behind.
Literal crumb trail.
So you guys drive off to somewhere. Do you still have the tracker on you? Oh, just out of curiosity.
No, I left the tracker in the warehouse.
Okay.
I want them to come there.
Okay. Alright, where do you guys go with the van? Just to a low vantage point?
I mean, Lennon has a flat.
Well, it's only a single person flat, but yes. I guess we could go back to the chop shop. It's... That's like your only hideout left.
We have a body we need to drop off there anyway.
True.
So you guys quickly go to the chop shop where the personnel is. Oh look, boss, you're back.
Excuse us for a moment. Take the body from the van, please. Put it with the other.
Oh, look at that. That's cool. We haven't had this for a while.
And I set up my deck in the office.
Yep. You quickly pull up this screen, which is kind of funny, but that I rolled for how many hours it's gonna take, and it was above, well, the same time as you get it over to this office. So as you turn it on, you already see like a couple of strikes teams at your house. Well, warehouse.
Alright, everyone. This is going to be fun.
Comes over.
The funny thing is, well, quote-unquote funny thing is, now they're kinda aware that you have set up a couple of traps because of that last apartment failure. So you see whatever this strike team is being a lot more careful this time around. As you see them coming over there. It's still about... you guys left... It's during the night, I would imagine. Already. And all of a sudden you see the strike team start like bombarding your hideout. They like start throwing tear gas grenades inside of it. Well, not tear gas, but... No, the tear gas is pretty good. Yeah, tear gas grenades.
Yeah, that doesn't do anything.
Yeah, that they're expecting it to do something, but you're not exactly inside. Then you see them start firing randomly at the warehouse. Fire pretty much all of them.
How come the police doesn't ever show up to get them when they're firing in public? One wonders.
Well, they have silencers. Which would only delay the police, honestly, in this situation.
I mean, the ultimate silencer, fist. It makes no sounds, save for a soft thud.
Then you see like the team of two come up to the main door with like a battering ram, but since this is actually your first buy, the claymore pretty much, well, gets them. See? Well, was it a claymore or more like a frag grenade that you set up as a, like a...
An improvised claymore.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, the nail bomb.
All the nail bombs. All of them.
So you see two of the strike team go, and they're a lot more careful about this time. And
fun fact: that claymore would have alerted the police.
Yeah, at this point,
there was not a fucking doubt about that.
At this point, yeah, the police definitely somebody would have called the police. It will take them for about, a few minutes to get there after the call. So as in a hurry, you see like the people like know that something like after that explosion something might happen. So you see them kind of like panicking around, and they set like the building on fire. Like they pour some gas on it, and they just set it on fire and then hope that does something. They set like a couple of different places at a time on fire, so hoping that it would burn faster. And then they run.
That's unfortunate.
And then you hear, well, you don't hear them, but you see on the security cameras the police coming over. So I would say that you managed to get 4 of them with your traps. No, I would say 5. Five is a nice number.
What did you have in there, out of curiosity?
A lot of self-made traps.
Every access to that warehouse was trapped.
And thankfully they were savvy to your trapping ways now.
I was hoping they'd enter through several entrances.
Did it? That's why I said 5 of them died.
I have a distinctive feeling those fires are going to set those traps off.
Yes.
Yeah, and the security fears in the distance of your old warehouse, you see every occasional explosion as the police come over and be like, what the fuck is going on?
Boom, 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 boom.
As the day passes...
And again,
As the day passes by and you guys, well, it's during the night, satisfied that you killed 5 of their strike team. They can't have that many of them, honestly, left. So you did...
Once again, I lose another stockpile of bricks. I'm sad.
And you go to sleep in the shop because you don't really have any other place to sleep, really. And in the morning, I imagine that Lenin is with you guys. He informs you that the insurance agent is questioning why did your building go burn down yesterday?
Chaos, man. Chaos.
We respond with urban violence.
Those urban youths. Those young kids. Damn kids.
It's terrorists.
Send them over the security feed to be like, aha, look, they assaulted our warehouse.
I'm really
Damn terrorists.
Anyway, I told them it was a cooking fire gone wrong.
Then what was all of the
How long have you been
explosions
gone,
going
out of
on?
curiosity?
Or
have you been listening this entire time?
Yes.
We did a
I don't speak foreign.
I've been here the entire time.
That's a lie.
I've been here the entire time.
I spoke to you at one point and you didn't respond to me.
I did not even hear you.
And I guess you weren't
I'm
there.
very sorry about that. I did not hear anyone say my name.
I even said your actual name.
Yep, I didn't hear it. I was listening to you guys go over to the bar. You got that pod. You shoved it in a van. You are.
We didn't take the pod. We took the person out of it.
Oh, you guys were gonna take the pod.
So
No,
I thought.
that's a bad idea. You
We're gonna be able to fucking ram that through the door.
Yeah,
were
I
about
stole
to
the headset
realize
though.
It couldn't fit.
I stole the headset.
Yeah.
So yeah, you get a call from both of the police and, well, mostly the police being like, good sir, your warehouse was burned on this and this date at this hours, and We would like to inquire your reason.
Cooking fire.
They want to inquire our reason for burning our house. They have not thought this through.
And they like you to inquire what those explosions were about.
Cooking fire.
Well, we are a warehouse.
Weren't there?
It was a cooking fire gone wrong. I don't know why we let the Oni cook. Well, we did.
And they ask you to come to the station for further questioning.
If they need an explanation, just respond with, if you're worried about the explosions, we're a warehouse and we store propane as well as a number of other flammable substances.
They ask you pretty much to come for further questioning if possible.
Who's all on the lease?
I think Lenin is the only one.
Lenin only registers with like a fake name.
Shit.
Well, then I guess me and you were going, buddy.
I'm not going near that police station by any fucking margin.
I'll go because I'm conspicuous. We've learned that.
You're really rest for 5 minutes, aren't you?
Quickly call in sick for your job and go to the police station.
Yeah, I do call in sick.
So you,
I tell him I got the hay fever.
So you guys quickly go to the police station where they quite extensively try to get some information out of you, like where you were at the time when that fire happened and why was your warehouse targeted and so on and so on.
Well, you see, if you look at the file, it's a video of me sitting at home drinking coffee. Don't watch that video file any further, because then I go to my bedroom to do what things I need to do.
And they're like, alright, what about your friend here? As they point out to Johnny.
I tell them that I was just returning from that nightclub. I was impromptu having to respond to a individual who had a seizure. The paramedics at the Metadoc can vouch for my presence being there treating said person, as well as every person who was in the VR room, including the security guards.
Yeah, they affirmed that you were there. Sure, it was during the night attacks, but they're like...
I'd also after assisting the best I could, had to walk back to I had to walk back to the apartment.
But
as a result, it's a long walk.
They do have a file on you, but it's mostly that you're working for, like, they pull it out, and you're worried for a second since it's a file about you. But they, like, all that file says that you're a worker at a kind of suspicious, well, Medidoc.
Isn't every hospital suspicious?
It does have a nice picture of you, but not a lot of, like, text about you.
Well, my point is like, well, that's indeed me.
Well, this place is a little suspicious, but you are a doctor.
I'm not exactly in charge of it.
So
I'm not exactly in charge of that Metadoc, am I?
Well, just mind if we take a couple of fingerprints of you guys, just in case?
You wouldn't have that from my record from the States?
Well, you, as they point to Lenin, I believe, came into that station.
Am I? Shit.
Actually, they might have them do, because he registered as a bail bondsman. Well, bounty hunter in this case.
Yes.
So yeah, Bill's the bondsman. What'd you write your name down as? Sonny Bonds?
As they're like, alright, oh yeah, Lenin. Yeah, well, Bob Sackett! Bob Sackett, I believe you registered here.
Biff Manchester, the only attorney that's large.
Enough.
Well, that was my best character in the Fallout game.
I know, but it's always that he's large enough.
No, he's just Biff Manchester, the only attorney that's large.
Enough.
If you suffer from chronic shin splints, please consult your doctor before taking hydrochloric acid tablets.
Well, we have no reason to really suspect you, so would you have any idea who would target you?
Well, we do work for the government, and I have heard there's a terrorist organization that really likes to hit government officials.
Oh, yes. I don't know.
There's been a lot of terrorist attacks, hasn't there?
Also, I feel like I should mention, if you ask Detective Staccato, Chikazu,
Detective Weeb.
Yeah,
Shikase. Yeah.
Insert Japanese name here. She can vouch that we were a huge help in bringing information about certain crime organizations.
Truly, yes. The whole city has been chaos for weeks now. Not only the Roppongi were blown up, Axel has increased their activity.
Yeah, horrible things.
Well, we would like to keep in contact here to find out who did this, and they do all kinds of paperwork and such. And eventually, after hours and hours of like just random bullshit questions, since they don't really have any proof on you, they do let you go.
It's a pleasure. I wave to Cicada as I walk by.
And I follow behind.
And during the evening you go back. What is left in this session, honestly?
I mean, I'll take on the way out. I'm gonna take a for-hire form for a cop.
Anything else that you guys really want to do this session, or should we leave like the military choppers thing for next session and?
No. Blow up more stuff.
Nah. I'm fine with waiting till next session.
Do you guys even have a place to sleep now? I guess you got a chop shop.
Yeah,
I do.
Chop shop. You have a chop shop.
I couldn't stay at a luxury 5.
And you don't really know when that Rocky Romero is gonna be taken off this country yet.
Yeah. See,
I guess you could do that now to try and figure out when he leaves. You know that
this is why we have different apartments.
You know that the military chopper job is within, I would say, 6 days.
Did Shuden have a data slate? Or deck or whatever?
No, he would have his personal phone.
That works. Does that log which cell towers it was connected to?
Yeah, it probably would.
Then I probably can get at least some information where he stays a lot. I'll also rummage through any data on the phone, obviously.
You know what? I was gonna ask you to roll me a security hack into the cell phone, but I would imagine that password would be probably 1234.
See, you started rolling better.
Yep, you hack into his, well, just managed to guess his password.
It was 125. A conniving bastard.
Yeah, you find out, like, places that he has been staying at. He's quite a busy person. You see him that he has quite a library of pictures. Pretty much you go into his Instagram account and find, like, all of these pictures.
What is this Instagram you speak of?
Facebook. Fine.
What
is
fuck
this
does it sound
Facebook?
like?
You know that Facebook would be still ruling the world.
Oh,
being
Facebook. I open up
Oh,
and
it's
look
that
at
megacorp over in America, isn't it?
No, that's Apple.
Evan, yeah, you track down where this phone has been and you figure out at least a dozen somewhat often visited places and a couple of, like, random places that he's been to, mostly like grocery stores and such. What specifically you would be looking for?
Yeah, I'm back.
His place of residence and a place where he stays a lot.
Okay. Well, it doesn't take you too long to figure out that his place of residence is in Meguro, near the train station. Let's give you like a... No, that would blend into the... I'm just gonna mark it in like there. You find out that he's been staying at the bar as an employee. And there's one place that he's visited quite often, but it's like, as you go through the map, it's like unmarked. There's nothing on it. Which is kinda odd to you. And there's a fourth place, which he also has visited quite often. And it is a... Let me quickly see what it is. It's a gambling den that you managed to find. And a fifth place, which seems to be, as you go to the site, is an auction house. Those are the 5 most commonly visited places.
So what you're saying is he likes to stay at wretched types of scum and villainy.
Yes.
So, my kind of guy.
I'm just gonna mark a few locations on the map if you're interested in checking them out at some point. That's the gambling den. That's the unmarked location. And what else did I say again? Oh, right, the bar. Well, you already know that it's over here. Like in the middle. And what was the 5th place? I completely forgot. Shit, how the fuck did I blank on the location that I just gave you? Okay. I can't remember what was it. Okay. Well, anything else that you guys want us to find out during this session, or?
Yes, what's the status of my lawyer degree? I believe I might need to get that.
I wonder how much. It usually takes like a. What is it when you go and get a gun? It's like 2 weeks periods when they need to do like a background check on you.
The fuck are you talking about? Oh wait, no, I forgot. You live in Europe and I live in Indiana, where you can legally get a gun as a baby.
I'm pretty sure that you can just walk over to the vending machine over there and get a gun.
I mean, we don't have them in vending machines, but it's not a joke to say, so long as you, in the law, so long as you have a adult supervision, you can buy a gun as whatever age you want.
I think when you apply for a license over there, it's like 3 days? Something.
2-day wait.
Let's say it's
in strict areas, it's a 2-day wait.
In the strictest of areas, they have the couple days wait. It's like a cool-off period, they call it, so you don't get a gun for the sole purpose of emotions.
So I would say...
it's the what the fuck is it called? The Kennedy rule, or the Reagan rule.
So I would say it would...
If someone bought a gun and immediately tried to use it to shoot Reagan.
So I would say it would take like a week to run like an extensive background check on you, which may or may involve pre-campaign stuff.
Wow, this guy goes around. He's been to so many countries.
So many countries. It's taking me all of them.
Listed as salesman.
I mean,
he was a politician in 2 of them, though he got ran out.
They might be a little weirded out that a Russian would be coming over here and applying for a lawyer job.
I was so inspired after reading the history about how you whooped our ass in the Russo-Japanese War that I just had to come.
Mother Russia, lawyers with you.
Alright,
I think in everywhere a lawyer's the one that sues you.
Anything else that you might want to do with that phone? Maybe try give another hack to find out the shipment schedule or anything like that?
Everyone is equal in Mother Russia, therefore anytime you are suing or getting it's all of Russia versus...
Well, I'll take this as a no, so I guess we can end the session for today. And leave the finding out when the chaos shipment arrives in